Give it up for Million, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, I got seduced to an R. Kelly song by a girl. Seriously, she started coming on to me with some, I don't even, she kept saying, it seems like you're ready. And then like R. Kelly came on. And I almost blew it. I started laughing, right? You know how it is when you're horny and she's into it. Like it doesn't matter. So like 45 minutes later, I'm going down on her, and the playlist comes around to R. Kelly again, and I laugh directly into her vagina. Apparently that felt pretty good. So. But whatever that's worth. My name's Million. It's nice to meet you all. It's a weird name, right? Nobody's ever met anyone named Million before. I was born in Eastern Europe. My mom was raised a strict communist, and she taught me some very important sort of stereotypes about Americans when I was growing up, like things to keep in mind, like the main one, that you guys are obsessed with money. And I was like, Mom, that's a little general, like that's not everybody. But then I keep introducing myself to people. Hi, my name's Million. Oh, like $1 million? Like $1 million of fucking anything. What the fuck is it with you people? Oh man, I've been thinking about it a lot. I don't think I'm a very good person. I know better. Like, I call it being chaotic woke. Like, I know in my head that it's wrong to like wish suffering on people and laugh at idiots that don't get vaccinated and then die. But like, the heart wants what the heart wants. I don't know how else to frame that, but I'm struggling. That's all it is. I'm trying to be better. I'm taking, I moved to Denver a couple of years ago. I actually started comedy up there, and I moved there for a long-distance relationship. We were trying to make it into a short-distance relationship, and the distance kept getting shorter and shorter until the relationship just vanished into thin air. And then I started doing comedy. That's how it works. No, I should have known we were doomed. We were having this argument, and she said, "You don't even want a girlfriend, do you? You just want like a best friend you can have sex with all the time." And I was like, hold on. I have no idea. I was like, isn't that what? Maybe this is so. I guess I don't. She was a very beautiful person. She was really put together. She cared a lot about her appearance, and the only reason I know it's time for a haircut is because every mic I've done in the last 2 weeks, somebody's made a Home Alone joke. So that's how I know. It used to, I'll tell you this, it's nice being older because I'll take Daniel Stern, the funnier of the Wet Bandits, over fucking Napoleon Dynamite any day of the week. I'll do Marv if you don't, I'm just not a good person. I think that's what it is. Like up in Denver, they had this thing, they started killing the geese in the parks and trussing them up and giving them away to needy families, just like a packaged bird. And it was great because the geese, I don't know if you guys know about like geese, they don't come through here, but they land in the parks in Denver and they're like invasive and they're aggressive and they shit all over everything. So it was a real problem they had to deal with. And my whole thing was just like, why are we not doing this with the gentrifiers? They're invasive and they're aggressive and they shit all over everything. Just fucking truss them up, serve them to the needy, bam, 2 birds, 1 stone. They had these signs over the freeway, like these Colorado Department of Transportation would put these big light-up signs. They'd only give you 2 pieces of information alternating. One was how many people have died this year from not having their seatbelts buckled and, like traffic accidents. And the other one was drive less, there's an ozone warning, we need less cars on the road. And I'm like, dude, just turn that shit into a scoreboard, legalize DUI, and we can just... southbound, I-25, blue Honda Civic, multi-kill. We can help all of this and help the environment. I'm not a good person, that's what it is. Are we going to RV park? Yeah, I just want to. My whole life, Republicans have been telling me how I'm going to burn in hell. Little did I know it's because they're going to turn the planet into one. Like, fuck me, right? I guess God works in mysterious ways. I was not expecting that. It's okay. I've been playing the floor is lava since I was like 7 years old. I can balance on this. I'm gonna figure this climate change thing out, guys. Eventually. I work at this RV park out on the end of town, and it's actually pretty cool. My bosses are like the greatest people I've ever met. I'll come it's all tourists, right? There are all these Midwesterners who are like the descendants of people who failed at the Oregon Trail. You know, they got down as far as like Kansas and just said, oh shit, and now their descendants are doomed to just roam the country in these fucking giant land yachts with like embroidered, you know, steering wheel covers that say, drive like no one else is driving. That's the one joke I wrote this. Oh man. Yeah, and these people will call us and like try to make reservations, but we're full because of Balloon Fiesta, and they say, oh, well, do you know who else would have any room in the area? And I'm like, you know, these are all like people from the Midwest, anti-vaxxers, Trump voters. I'm like, don't you motherfuckers do your own research? I just hearing. Oh God, what else? My friend had a kid a couple weeks ago. She had her first kid, and he was due back in like early part of September, so he's like 3 or 4 weeks late. You know, this new generation, just a bunch of lazy fucking freeloaders, born 4 weeks late, doesn't have a job, can't speak English. Like when I was born, I came straight out of the womb, just like drinking scotch, doing rails of coke. It was the 80s, it was a different time, but these kids, they just don't know. Am I out of time?
We're good.
Just keep going?
No, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's end it. Okay, I'll do one last one. Just because he brought it up. Guys, imagine how incredibly obnoxious and self-righteous John Lennon would be on Twitter if he was alive today. It's easy. We tried. Thank you guys for coming out.